In the year 1720, a single piece of printed French paper could buy 80 beef cattle in the streets of Paris. Yet just months later, that same paper was worth less than the ink used to sign the regent's name. How did a fugitive Scottish murderer become the absolute master of the largest economy in Europe, only to destroy it? The answer lies in the glittering, desperate halls of Versailles, where a bankrupt crown was willing to believe in magic. John Law arrived in Paris with empty pockets and a mind sharpened by years at the gambling tables of London and Amsterdam. France was drowning in 3 billion livres of debt, roughly $40 billion today, left behind by the late Sun King. Law offered a simple, radical solution: replace scarce gold coins with unlimited paper banknotes. In May 1716, the regent authorized Law to open the Banque Générale, the first financial institution to issue paper currency backed by the crown. At first, it worked beautifully. Merchants loved the convenient new bills, commerce revived, and Law was hailed as a savior. But the ambitious Scotsman was only getting started on his grand design. In 1717, Law acquired the Mississippi Company, obtaining a monopoly on trade with France's vast, wild territories in North America. To fund this venture, he issued shares to the public. He promised immense riches from Louisiana, spinning tales of mountains of gold and emerald mines waiting to be plundered by eager French colonists. Parisian society fell into a frenzy. Nobles sold their ancestral estates, and servants became millionaires overnight. The price of a single share in the Mississippi Company climbed from 500 livres, about $6,000 today, to a staggering 10,000 livres, roughly $120,000 today, in late 1719. Law was appointed Controller General of Finances, making him the most powerful man in Europe. He operated from his grand townhouse on the Rue Quincampoix, where crowds gathered daily, screaming to buy shares. The street had to be gated at night to prevent stampedes of speculators desperate to trade their gold for paper. But the paper wealth was built on a foundation of absolute vapor. The gold and emeralds of Louisiana did not exist. Instead, the colony was a swampy wilderness. When the Prince of Conti grew frustrated with Law and sent 3 wagons to Law's bank to demand gold for his paper notes, the crack in the system appeared. Panic spread through cobblestone streets. Realizing the bank did not have enough gold to back the billions of paper livres in circulation, the public rushed to liquidate their shares. Law tried to stem the tide by banning the possession of more than 500 livres in gold, roughly $6,000 today, but trust had already vanished. By the summer of 1720, the Mississippi shares plummeted back to 500 livres, wiping out fortunes in a matter of weeks. The paper money was officially declared worthless, leaving millions of French citizens holding nothing but useless printed sheets. Riots erupted outside the bank, leaving several dead in the midday heat. Law's carriage was attacked and smashed to pieces by an angry mob. He was stripped of his offices and forced to flee France in the dead of night, disguised as a commoner, leaving his wife and children behind to face the wrath of the ruined nation. He took only a single diamond ring. The French economy was shattered, setting off a wave of bankruptcies and distrust in banking that would last for generations, ultimately planting the seeds of the French Revolution. Law spent his final years wandering Europe, surviving once again on his skills as a gambler, a shadow of the man who once controlled kingdom. He died of pneumonia in a cold, damp room in Venice in 1729, possessing little more than a few gilded cards and a pocket watch. The grand experiment in paper money had ended in ruin, proving that public trust is far easier to burn than it is to print. Today, the Mississippi bubble remains the ultimate warning of what happens when a nation confuses the symbols of wealth with wealth itself. As history repeatedly demonstrates, paper can easily be manufactured, but trust, once spent, is a debt that no printing press can ever repay. If this story held you, subscribe. There is always another fortune and another ruin waiting to be told. A like and a comment genuinely help these documentaries reach the people who would love them, and that support is what allows us to keep making them. Tell me in the comments which collapse I should uncover next.